right, hello everyone, and welcome to session 7 of Miami by Night. If this is your first time here, we are a Vampire 5th Edition Chronicle. I am your storyteller, ELH, and sort of as a quick primer, because I'm interested to see what happens in our story, we are set in Miami, if the title wasn't a big enough indicator. We are set in the world of darkness, which, if you're not familiar, is, well, dark. So we do touch on mature themes and all that business. So this is your warning that if you're sensitive to such things, that viewer discretion is advised. Other than that, I'm just going to sort of quickly shout out that any support you can provide for the stream, whether it's a follow, sub, chatting, donation, whatever, it's all greatly appreciated, whether it's big or small. And with that, we're just going to go ahead and jump right into things. So where we last left off with our kindred, with our coterie, they had just rescued the entire, well, most of the entire court of the Camarilla in Miami from the hedge, the Changeling's hedge. And there was a lot of things that occurred in the hedge that sort of caused revelations in our characters, especially with Mr. Rolnick and with Mr. Locke. And sort of where we left off was that with the court saved and with the hedge successfully exited, they had all taken refuge in the basement of the Riviera Golf Course. And that is exactly where we are going to be picking up tonight. Is all of you, save for Derek, who we'll introduce here very shortly, all of you are coming to consciousness within the Riviera Golf Course. So first things first, let's get a rouse check from everybody. Okay. Well, looks like we're all getting hungry tonight. I love it. So as you all stir to life, or unlife as it were, the beast sort of gnaws at your ear, telling you that maybe you should feast just a little bit. But as you come to consciousness, Euless, you are there. You're just a little bit of part away from everybody else, but you are all there. The court, so the prince, the Primogens, they are waking up themselves. They are more or less sort of doing that thing where you've been sleeping for a while, where you crack your neck, things like that. But they're keeping their beasts in control. Nobody's going into a hunger frenzy, nothing like that. But this does give you a moment to talk amongst yourselves as the rest of the court is waking up.
Oh, hey, guys.
Good evening.
Fancy seeing you here. Where were you?
I was looking for you guys in the hedge, too. You won't believe who I met there.
Falisa?
What?
No?
That's a painting in our house. What are you on drugs? No.
I think I was roofied while I was there. One of us was.
I met fucking Bigfoot. Apparently he's a Fae thing. I had a whole Fern Gully like conservation. It was wild, but yeah, he brought me back, so everything's chill.
So now that you found Bigfoot, what next? Wasn't that like your main goal in this afterlife that we find
I feel
ourselves
like you're simplifying my mission a bit too broadly.
Do you know how to find people?
Yes, I did like a whole ritual before. Yeah, I can do it.
No. Find a person.
Like I said, I can just like. Yeah, I can do that. Why?
I need you.
Well, okay, first of all, never say that like that ever again.
Hmm?
Second of all, what do you need?
I don't know.
Hey, has anyone seen the professor?
Yeah, and as you look around, your Nosferatu friend is strangely absent.
He must be on an errand.
Hmm.
He
Was
does.
he with you guys when you all were in the hedge?
Yes, I think so.
He was with us.
He was. Yes, of course he was. Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
And so you found the court. Nice.
What about firearms? Can you get a hold of firearms, Euless?
You're asking a lot of weird questions today,
I
Roll.
can't ask questions.
Listen, Philly, my P Dog. What are you getting at here?
Oh, it's just the, um, the court will be wanting to find the Primogen of the Ventrue
Hmm.
member council.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, it just so happens I know a werewolf who's really good at sourcing firearms, and luckily, I was instrumental in us not killing her. So maybe I can go talk to her about that.
I don't think that's safe. Maybe you should do that.
I'm detecting a bit of animosity here, Phil.
I'm just saying, to understand, you're quite courageous in the face of utter annihilation.
Yeah, I mean, like, being a vampire is kind of weird. I feel like you just kind of have to have a bit of levity, otherwise, it's gonna fucking drag you down.
Well, no, it's excellent. This is tremendous gift. We all share a gift.
Hmm.
So I take it you don't want to find firearms. You don't have any sort of conspiratory connections.
I'm not friends with Alex Jones. No.
Some wild Floridian stockpile of guns somewhere.
I mean, I have a gun at home, but like I don't have anything big, which I assume is what you're looking for.
Yes. Yes.
So I mean, we could go down to Walmart and go get some guns.
No, Walmart. You shop at Walmart?
No. Well, okay, like sometime. Like listen, there's so few 24-hour places. It's sometimes I break my furniture and I need to get new stuff, and I can't go to IKEA. What
I understand.
It is at this awkward point that the Keeper of Elysium, she walks over to you, Keeper Clanton, and since we have a new player, I will describe her a little bit better. So Keeper Clanton is sort of that stereotypical goth that never grew out of the phase once they became a kindred. She has a bob cut, jet black hair, probably a little bit too heavy eyeliner, black lips. And as she walks over to you, you can see that she's in the same dress as she was in the hedge, because obviously hasn't had time to change. But she walks over to you, kind of segues a little into your conversation, and says, "So, the prince isn't going to tell you this directly because honestly, he's a little bit embarrassed at this point. He owes you something like 4 life deaths, but rest of the court's not really thrilled with you guys. So I thought I'd come over and warn you what's coming."
what exactly is the issue?
Well, Don't get me wrong, they're pleased that you saved them from the hedge, but they're also kind of the mindset that had you not let the Primogen back in the first place, the Ventrue Primogen, none of this would have happened.
But we were just following their orders.
Don't get me wrong, I understand. Like, I understand, but, you know, when you get to be Ancilla, you get a little petty. Yeah. Basically, they're trying to find a way to not give you a life debt.
I mean, how many do we have at this point?
Honestly, I find it impressive that you have so many. But I do have some good news, which I think you will like. Well, it's kind of mixed news. The first thing is that your friend, the Nosferatu, forget his name.
Dr. Malchus?
Sure, yeah, him. He said that he had at a very important juncture that he had to go facilitate, or that's how he put it. It confused me. But he left, so he's fine. He made it back. No problems there. But he said he would be away for quite a while. So in the meantime, I've called up a friend of mine, or at least an acquaintance. His name's Derek. He's a gangrel such as myself. Not my kindred. He's not mine, but I know of him. And I've given him a call. Hopefully he will be arriving sometime tonight. I told him to come to the golf course and that you would meet him here, because I didn't want to send him to your haven, because I know how weird people can be about their haven.
Will he be bringing the green balls?
I'm sorry.
It's just the prince.
Don't do this to him, Phil.
Tell him to bring green balls, if you don't mind.
Green golf balls.
Yes.
She looks at you all very confused and says, I'll do that. And she pulls out her phone and begins typing a text message. Derek, wherever you are in the world right now, you get a text message that says, bring green golf balls. Doesn't say how much, doesn't say why, just says, bring green golf balls.
Well, alrighty then.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You'll be here shortly, Derek.
Thank you for the update, Keeper. Tell me, Keeper, are there any hounds under the employ of the sheriff?
Well, if you want the job, I think by this point you've earned it. Any of you have earned the title. But no, we were actually in the process. Excuse me. We were actually in the process of sort of sussing that out before all of this started happening.
Well, I'd like to put my name forward. My actions speak for myself.
Yes, I will admit I had my initial reservations with you being a Lasombra, but you have proven to be a rather instrumental member of the court. I cannot think of a reason anyone would say no to you being a hound. Actually, what are they called? They're called, out of character, they're Scourge, right? It's Scourge that are under the sheriff? I think so. Or do I have it backwards?
Pretty sure it's a hound. Yeah, hound.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Whichever it is.
Mm-hmm. Send the dogs after him. But yeah, I just gesture like an agreement that yeah, Cameron would. I would agree. It would make a great. It would be great. A great station for you. Myself, I don't think so. But thank you, Keeper.
Of course. You probably have a little bit before the prince is going to call you over. I'm sure Derek will show up momentarily. Good luck. That's all I can really say. And if you need my help with anything, just give me a call. Here's my number. And she provides her number.
I'll take it down.
Mm-hmm. And she steps away.
We'll be in touch.
So we fast forward a little bit. Derek, you are arriving at the Riviera Golf Course. Now, the golf course itself is right next to the University of Miami campus, And it is that stereotypical, like you've got that country club house thing out front, and then you have an expansive golf course, driving range, etc. in the back. The people at the door maybe give you a side eye look, but they do let you into the clubhouse. And you know, or based on the instructions that you were given, that you are to proceed to the basement level by going down this corridor here, taking the elevator here, pressing the certain key combination on the elevator, etc., etc., etc. And when you arrive in the basement of the golf course, it is quite literally just a open, almost expansive space that is pretty much, I'm trying to figure distances here. If you were to imagine like a super Walmart and you were to shrink that down by maybe about half or a fourth, then you would get the maybe a Walgreens or a CVS would be a better descriptor. There's that size of a space underneath, and there's nothing down here. There's maybe a chair here and there, maybe something you could sleep on, but for the most part, it is just gray, stark, nothing down here. And as you walk up to the rest of the coterie here, why don't you describe your character for us?
All right. Well, Derek is a large man. He's got pretty mangy hair and beard going on. Beard's pretty mid-length, probably about where my actual beard is, so mid-chest. He's fairly well defined, muscular-wise, and he's got this just constant scowl on his face, like he is just always angry at the situation. He's also wearing a brown leather jacket that seemed to have had something embroidered on the back at one point or another, but that has crumbled away.
All right. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Rolnick, you're still in your suit.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah,
Locke,
yeah,
I forget what we have you in. And Euless, same thing. I forget what we have Euless in as well.
Oh, Euless has a terrible collection of printed T-shirts that she finds at Goodwill.
Gotcha. And Locke had like a blazer thing going on, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, like a navy blue blazer, like a shirt. Could be polo or a button down, and jeans.
Got it. So, Derek, I do have one very important question before I let you interact with the others. Did you bring the golf balls?
So he did not bring green golf balls, but he brought golf balls with the word green written across it, because he did not have time to find green golf balls.
Technically correct, the best kind. Carry on.
So Derek is going to be walking up to the coterie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Looks around.
You must be the one the keeper spoke to us about. Nice to meet you. My name is Phil Romanek. You could call me Phil. I gotta shake your hand.
Hi, my name's Cam, or Cameron, whatever you prefer, and I'll offer my hand to him.
Is Euless will just like give him a head nod. Euless.
I'm Derek, and he's not going to shake anyone's hand. You guys needed my help for something or another?
We didn't need your help. You were recommended to us. Did you bring the balls?
He reaches into his jacket. He throws a container of golf balls that says green on it over.
You should give that to the prince when you present yourself.
Nah.
Are you from here originally?
No, from Georgia, but I've been here a long time.
Oh, good. Probably longer than I. Think I've been here for less than a handful of years. Really, I'm from the East Coast myself. But might I ask, how was your travels here?
Anytime I come into the city, I'm not really happy, but you do what you got to do.
Why would you say that? Is city is such a safe haven for us?
Uh,
Some
I
people
mean-
don't like the city.
hey, that's fair. I not exactly a city gal myself. Hey, kindred don't really survive out in the boonies, do they?
Well, if you're going to survive outside, you got to be strong.
I suppose so. Me myself, uh, city man through and through.
Wild's overrated, but it does have its charm.
And how long have you been part of the Camarilla?
I wouldn't exactly say I'm part of it.
Oh,
Hmm.
well, all right.
Please elaborate.
I don't get in their way. They don't bother me.
I can respect that.
So then why are you here?
Because I was asked to come and visit as a favor.
A boon, some might say.
Well, I'm not sure what you may not have heard about the current events here in Miami. There is a current situation with uh, these other things called changelings. They think they hold uh, any sort of claim to this city. They were under diplomatic talks with them to establish proper boundaries.
We've made peace with one court, but it looks like the other three want us dead. That much worse. That yeah, I said that right, I think. Yeah.
They've already
Well,
attempted to assassinate the prince and the court, and that's where we just came from, saving the court and the prince again.
I see. Well, you guys must have some really angry enemies if you've got changelings on your back.
Suppose
Yeah.
so.
But we've got changeling friends too.
Have you dealt with these things in your travels?
Absolutely not. It's best to avoid those kind of things if you're on your own.
He's a smart one.
How often have you met werewolves?
Why would anyone want to meet a werewolf?
My thought exactly.
Because we met one the other day, and she was absolutely delightful.
She pulled a gun and tried to shoot one of our prior associates.
I mean, we were trying to shake her down for information. It was pretty justified.
I had to hit her with my car to save you.
We were holding our own. Your help was welcome, though.
The fact that the werewolf walked away after being hit by a car should be plenty of reason to not associate with them anymore.
I mean, I could probably get up after getting hit by a car.
The
Well,
costs to the car alone.
Well, a good thing Euless here is going to be talking to her, looking for a firearm, right, Euless?
Oh yeah, what did you want exactly, Phil?
You're not serious about that. We're not. Ulyss, you do not need to risk your own life for this.
You guys need guns? I got a guy.
Oh, is he off the grid?
Everything I do is off the grid.
But this werewolf carries special guns.
Does your guy have dragon breath? The kindred killer?
I don't know. I don't particularly buy guns from him, but I know he's got guns. And bombs and drugs and whatever you want. Kind of a catch-all.
Hmm.
And he's not a werewolf, so that's always a good thing.
Is he one of us?
He's a ghoul.
Under who?
Never really asked.
Oh. Well, all right then. We'll be in touch on that. I'll ask of that later.
I can contact him anytime.
Right, but I believe we will be receiving word. The council is going to speak with us before the end of this night concerning some prior events. It would seem the representative of the clan Ventrue had turned against the council, siding with an opposing Changeling faction. I have no doubts that we will be trying to find this individual's whereabouts.
Which is strange. I can't imagine many onboarding benefits for a kindred elder to swap sides like that.
He's a Ventrue. He's a blue blood. They like power. They're willing to do anything for power.
Which is why I'm saying, like, allying themselves with a bunch of changelings. I mean,
To become prince.
No one would support him.
I suppose if the rest of the kindred are dead, don't really need support.
Or bring him under his rule with an iron fist. That's been done before. Strongest rules, right?
Ulysses, do you know what would happen if that were the case?
If the court got wiped out,
Yes.
then I guess he would claim the title of prince. I mean, it's a weird hypothetical. Oh,
some people don't look too far in the future when it comes to power moves, so who knows what this guy wants.
Almost forgot to ask. What's your clan?
Gangrel.
Oh,
Kind of looks up and down.
I assumed you were about...
Could have been a Bruja.
Yes, rabble rouser, right here. I, of course, am a Morcavian.
Oh, great.
Wow, just...
Yes, I know. I know.
You know, with the airs that you put on, I feel like most people assume that you're a venture.
Oh yes, I've been told that. I don't really mind that clan myself, but not really for me. And
And I'm a Tremere of House Karna. The only good house.
I'm La Sombra.
Yes, he has done his. He's worked his way into the Camarilla. That is for sure. We're happy to have you part of our coterie, Cameron.
I'm touched. So very, very touched.
tears coming to my eye.
You should be. Do you know where your clan is now? Coming in droves, I hear, to the Camarilla. And just you were brought in. How many brothers and sisters do you have?
Primogen Bell and the sheriff, I believe.
Perhaps that will be all there is in Miami for the next 100 years. All I'm saying is that this is a gift, Cameron. One that I wish I could feel what you surely are feeling every night. My clan has been part of the Camarilla, from what I understand, since its beginnings. But new starts, right?
It's been an adventure. Try to get used to all of this. A lot of rules.
Traditions. I forget them myself at times.
And almost
Find on other things,
Almost as if, to punctuate that remark, you are midway saying, I forget them sometimes, when literally the prince himself walks up to your conversation. Now, the prince is quite literally played by Bruce Campbell, if you're familiar with him. I have made him the prince because I find it funny. But Mr. Campbell walks up to you and says, I'm sorry, are we forgetting about traditions? Because I will totally cancel a life debt to forget I heard that.
Of course not, Prince.
That's what I thought.
I would never forget the traditions, my prince.
What are they?
Well, there are 6 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to recite them right now?
Yes, you do.
There's a tradition of hospitality.
It's one of them.
The one where the sire is responsible for their prodigy.
Mm-hmm.
I won't cheat. There's of course the Masquerade.
Mm-hmm. Most important one could say.
Yes, I do agree with that. There is the we have to ask you for permission about killing our own kind.
Mm-hmm.
There is... That's 3, correct? Or 4?
4-ish.
4-ish. There is the... we have to ask your permission to sire anymore.
It's 5.
And there is another one that escapes me at the moment.
Well, you got the most important ones, so I'll let it be for the time being. But you did forget one very important detail, and Prince Campbell looks specifically at you, Derek, and says, you do need to present yourself to the prince anytime you come to my city. Who are you, and why are you here?
I'm Derek Marin. I got called in as a favor to help these fine folk out.
I see. And you are with which clan?
Gangrel.
Gangrel, I see. Are you a friend of the Keeper, then?
You could say that. Sort of.
Well, as long as you don't do what the Changelings have done for the past 2 months, you are welcome in my city.
I don't plan to cause no trouble.
Well, actually, trouble is why I am sort of glad to see you. So, what have they told you of the situation so far?
Not a whole lot. Something about courts liking you. Something about courts not liking you. Something about saving y'all.
And he does sort of grimace a little bit at the whole saving comment, but he keeps it in check and says, the Court of Miami have been making inroads with the Changeling courts, specifically the Autumn Court. And let's just say in the process that we are experiencing difficulties with the Winter Court. Now, what that means is I owe all three of these lovely kindred a few life boons for it, but the changelings, have been rather, shall we say, unpleasant. So, the latest development is that a man I thought I had a good beat on, the Ventrue Primogen, he has decided to betray the entire court and side with the Winter Court changelings. You can see why this might be a problem.
So where do I come into this? You want him dead or something? Or dead again?
I am instituting a blood hunt, and I want one of you all to diablerize him.
Oh.
Normally, I wouldn't do such a thing, but I feel an example must be made here.
And Elis looks to the looks to the rest of the coterie like,
You give us you honor us greatly with this. Are we competing against anyone else, the whole city, or
The whole city as soon as I announce it.
and you're giving us a head start?
You get a few hours, yes.
It shall be done, or I will at least try.
That's what I like to hear. Oh, and just so you know, I convinced the rest of the court not to throw a fit about the whole letting the Primogen in the first place. So, good news there.
Thank you for that, friends.
You're welcome. Now, if you excuse me, I have people to go yell at that aren't you. And unless anyone stops Prince Campbell, he turns on his heel.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Give him the golf balls.
Oh, yeah. Do you give him the golf balls?
I don't have the golf balls. I threw them at one of you guys.
I'll give him the golf balls because that's hilarious.
All right. So you stop Prince Campbell. You say, "Wait, my prince, I have golf balls." And you hand him the golf balls. And he's like, "These are green."
Yes, they are, as you requested.
Oh, okay. You know what? You may have a minor. Who brought these? Who brought these? Who really brought these?
I'll gesture over to Derek.
He looks expectantly at Derek.
Derek's just kind of picking at his ear a bit, just like not really paying attention.
He's a gangrel, my prince.
But he brought me my golf balls.
Well, that's why he's picking his ears.
Oh, I simply just thought that was a thing lesser people did.
I had an itch.
I tell you what, you've made a very good impression with these green golf balls. I'm not going to give you a boon or anything, but just know that I have smiled today and, well, tonight, and that goes a long way in currying my favor.
Alrighty then. Glad to hear it, I guess.
And now he turns and strides away to go yell at someone. And as that happens, Phil, you get a phone call from your retainer.
Excuse me for a moment.
So, on the other end is Miss Veru. And Miss Veru says, Mr. Rolnick, is everything okay? I noticed
Everything is fine. Yes. Hello. Hi.
Alrighty. Well, sir, I wanted to tell you that we have found more information about that photograph I showed you a few nights ago.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Where are you right now? Should I come to you?
Yes. Meet me on 24th and 3rd.
Will be done, sir.
In 10 minutes.
I can be there in 5.
See you then.
Line goes dead.
I'm sorry about that. That was a associate of mine. It seems that they were able to find a bit more information regarding the current situation.
Excellent.
Well, I guess you guys are gonna want me to start tracking the Primogen, huh?
If your magics allow.
They do. I'm a bit peckish though. Uh, Give me like an hour and I'll have something ready.
I'll offer her my wrist. You can have a drink right here.
Uh, mm, you know what? Fuck you. Sure.
Are you actually gonna do it?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not afraid. Fucking give me your wrist.
Should I
Alright.
rouse for this?
Yeah, I
Or-
gotta look up the rules for this because I didn't think this would happen. Let's see, because I know there's a blood bond involved. Where is that?
It's only
All
it
right.
starts with 3 drinks.
Is it still the 3 drink?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, three drinks makes a ghoul. 1 drink makes a blood bond.
That's what I'm looking at. Because you're Tremere, because don't they have something special for Tremere? and blood
Tremere
bands?
Tremere can't make blood bonds, but they can receive them. But I have House of Karna at 5, which means I can't be bloodbound.
Oh, well.
Well, Cameron wouldn't know that.
Yeah, which is why I'm accepting it
Very
because
nice.
I know that this can't come back to haunt me.
But do you want me to rouse, or should I make a dot of hunger? Or get a dot of hunger?
Give me a rouse. I think rouse would be fair here. Alrighty, looks like you're taking that dot anyway. A lot of hunger going on. What are you at now? 3, 4?
If you're at 5, I'm
3.
concerned.
3. Okay. I was gonna say because 4 would be like, So yeah, as Cameron, as you off your wrist and she actually takes it, you feel the vitae flowing out of your wrist, and you realize that the beast is urging you to do something a little more violent than it normally would, like almost as if to sink your fangs into her neck or her wrist, and otherwise a lot of unsavory things that perhaps would go best unsaid. But out of curiosity, how much would you take, Euless? Just 1?
Well, I mean, he was like off. I'm gonna take 2.
You're going to take 2. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm trying to quickly find the rules for this. Is that a superficial? Is that an aggravated? Or is that just covered in the hunger?
I think it's hunger.
I think it's just covered it in hunger because it's not like an attack. He's just giving me blood.
Okay.
I can take another hunger dot too if you want.
You know what? I think it's interesting. Yes. Why don't you take a 4th one? And at this point, your beast is urging you, like almost constant whispering in your ear, you need to drink something and drink it soon.
I'm watching this happen and I'm getting flashbacks, pleasant memories of my time in the Sabbat.
And I'll like finish drinking, and I look up at you like, why?
I'm looking really little animal-like, predator-like, like I'm eyeing you like a piece of meat.
I think you're the one that needs a drink now.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, I guess I don't need to go make a booty call, so I'll just get everything ready then.
I assure you, Derek, this is not a normal occurrence.
I would hope not. I don't know if I could stand watching that again.
Me neither. Don't do that again in my presence.
Okay.
No need to be shy.
I've been meaning to ask you, Euless. You've mentioned that you were House Karna. I have no idea what that means. Isn't Tremere just a clan?
How well versed are you with clan history?
Well, don't make an
like
effort in
12
trying.
years ago history.
I don't know if you're aware, but I do have a very busy life.
The Second Inquisition bombed Venice.
Oh, that's a shame.
They killed the oh, I mean, we're pretty sure they killed the Tremere Primogen. Well, not Primogen, Antediluvian.
Oh, is that so? Was Sasquatch
Yeah.
there?
What was that?
Was Sasquatch there? What about the flying pigs?
You know, I feel like, am I the only Tremere you know? I feel like
You are.
Are you saying that you don't believe in the antediluvians?
Oh, come on.
But
Why do you think my clan has come crawling back into the Camarilla's oh so loving embrace?
Because you're absolutely poor. All of your portfolios are crumbling. You have no liquid assets. You need the funds of the Camarilla. It's a simple business merge that you're doing.
No, we left on a crusade to try to stop the antediluvians from rising. And guess what? It's not going very well. The smart ones have gotten out. The ones that are left are either hiding or they've grown even more powerful. And it's not safe. So yes, the antediluvians are real. Something's real.
Derek, do you know anything about this? Is this news? Should we all know this? Should the prince know this?
the prince knows about the Antediluvians.
Oh,
I don't tend to concern myself with, who's gonna come down the chimney and give me presents or spank me. I'm more concerned with the here and now, not really concerned with what's happening then. But you guys seem to argue a lot about things. And what's the deal with Sasquatch?
It's kind of our thing. But yeah, cliff notes. Once the blood bond hierarchy of the Tremere shattered, three factions kind of exist now. The traditionalists, who want everything to go back to the way things are. Boudries is a traditionalist. Then there's a second party that no one cares about. And then there's House of Karna, which is led by Karna, and she's cool and a feminist, and she's cool.
what about is there only House Karna? Did the big explosion that thought that was a
No, there's the
I saw it
other.
on the news. It was a
There's the other two houses. They just suck, and no one should care about them.
oh, you wouldn't even mention their names. That's not bias at all.
Nah.
Roll
I
Nick.
assume then there is a. So are you Tremere House Karna? Are you Karna Tremere? Is that a first and last name?
How affiliation with the house? It's a political thing. It's not a lineage thing.
Where do your loyalties lie?
That's an interesting question, and I feel like we should get moving.
Is
Yeah,
this why you weren't with us in the hedge?
I was kind of walking and talking.
Yeah, I figured, because I was going to say, like, what happens, Rolnick, is, like, mid-conversation, you get a text from Miss Veru, and she says, "I'm here, sir. I do not see you."
Yeah, that's yeah.
All right. So we're going to do a quick scene change, and then we'll take our hour break. So we shift scenes with you all leaving the Riviera Golf Course behind, and we'll say, for sake of argument, you actually end up meeting on the University of Miami campus. And the campus is actually rather lively tonight. There's some sort of musical performance being played in one of the quads, and all of the college students have come out to more or less just enjoy the music. Apparently exam season is almost upon them, so they're just taking time to relax, enjoy themselves, things of that nature. Almost the perfect hunting grounds for some of you looking for a snack. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But you do meet Miss Veru between one of the buildings, and Miss Veru is uncharacteristically looking a little bit razzled, a little bit rough around the edges. You know, usually she's very immaculate. She keeps herself very prim, proper. And she sort of looks at you, Rolnick, and says, "I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my appearance, but I have been rather busy today."
Completely acceptable. Where is what do you have for us?
She reaches into her jacket pocket and pulls out a photograph and hands it to you. And it's the same photograph you saw before. And as a reminder, what's going on in the photograph. And I got to find the handout because I want to show it to everybody. All right. So, what is in this picture is a restaurant in Miami. The restaurant in question is the Black Swan restaurant. And outside this restaurant, at a table, are 4 people. There is a woman who Lou knows who this is. There is a changeling, which I think the 3 members of the coterie, so everybody sans Derek, they know who this is. This is the Winter Court assassin, Grimka. Then there's the Ventrue Primogen Greco. Then there is Sophia Bartoni. And then at a different table, sort of looking in at this situation, is a Autumn Court contact that most of the coterie knows, Viola. And then several unknown individuals that are sort of passing by or looking at the cameras. And one of them happens to be an individual that Cameron knows. And then there's one individual that nobody really knows, but is looking straight on with the camera. And that's the first photo that she hands to you, Lou.
I've seen this before, but I don't understand.
Well, I just want to provide context, sir. You see this individual here, and she points at who Cameron knows as Mike.
Yes, what about this individual?
We've acquired him, sir.
Ah, excellent.
Do I hear this?
I would say that she's not really making an effort to keep it down, so yeah.
What do you mean acquire him?
He is somewhere safe.
How did you get him there?
All we had to do is offer him enough money.
And he's safe. He's not hurt or injured.
As far as we know, he's just someone we can talk to get information about this situation.
Good. Keep him safe, or I'm going to hold you responsible if anything happens to him in your care.
Yes, of course, this is very valuable for the courts. You've done an excellent job, Miss Farrow.
There is one other thing, sir.
Yes.
Your friend, the professor.
Yes.
I didn't see him do it. I had to watch it on the security feeds, but he took the painting that you like joking about.
Oh.
Seriously?
And she looks at you. Yes, he took the painting and left. I have no idea what that means, but I thought you should know.
Well, thank you for that, Miss Farrow. Is this man able? Are we able to meet with him tonight?
As soon as you can, sir.
Excellent. Thank you, Miss Farrow,
Of
for all
course.
that you've done.
And I will keep the car waiting in case you decide to use the car tonight, sir.
Are we all there?
Yeah, I mean, you're all here. You're all hearing this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. We'll be in touch, but I don't foresee me calling for your assistance for the rest of this evening. Relax.
Very good, sir. And
Oh. Charlie.
she looks at you a little bit confused. Yes, Miss Tacoma?
Oh wait, I should check first. Hey, are you guys ready to track down you know who?
I may need to grab a snack.
Okay, well
first,
we can do that while
but
you're doing that, because it takes like 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie, can you help me with something?
If you stop calling me Charlie.
Oh, sorry. I need to do some blood magic in the bathroom, and I need someone to watch to look out.
So because I haven't done it before, you say this, and some college students walking by go, "Did she just talk about blood shit?" I don't know, man.
It's a new drug. Don't worry about it.
Wait, new drug. Hold on. Then now college students, like we'll say a pair of college students walk up to you, you'll listen and say, "I'm sorry, is there something new on the street?"
It's a new. Listen, it's gonna hit the street soon. You'll hear about it. Trust me.
I feel like this is gonna need to be a roll. I have a feeling that this needs to be a roll.
Oh fuck.
So why don't we have you do a charisma? And what else, I wonder?
Persuasion?
Yeah, I'll give you a persuasion. Two successes.
Do I want to spend a willpower? I think I do.
Okay.
Five successes.
So with 5 successes, the 2 college students go, "Man, yeah, that sounds really cool. What does it do exactly?"
It's indescribable. Indescribable, man. Here, I'll give you my supplier's number.
Oh, that would be awesome. I really appreciate it.
I'll just like give him a fake number.
Fake number? Okay.
Yeah.
And after you give it, they're like, "Man, I just let me know when it hits. I totally want to try it." And then the 2 college kids walk off.
Okay.
do I see anyone by themselves?
Why don't you roll me a classic wits and awareness? 4 successes with the beast. Ooh, that's interesting. Would you like to flavor the beast, or should I?
Did I fail?
No, you succeeded.
Then that doesn't occur. It doesn't matter about the beast.
Beast
not a
only
beast or
matters on the
failure.
failure.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm used to seeing, like, in other systems, if Roll20 pops up like, it means this, I'm like, oh, okay, that's what it means. Sorry, I'm a little bit frazzled today. I've run 3 games today. So, yeah, with 4 successes, you do succeed. So Beast doesn't come into play. And what you do notice is there are actually several college kids out on their own. Probably not a good thing for a college student, but hey, you know, they're college kids. They haven't learned. There is a woman, probably about mid-20s, that is in an alleyway on a phone. There is a younger looking, maybe 18, 19 freshman that is currently walking away from another group. And then there is an older gentleman that is walking with a cane that is sort of looking in the direction of where the music demonstration is and going, "Those damn kids."
I guess I'll go to the person in the alley.
Okay. Are you being sneaky, or are you just going to walk right on up?
I'm gonna just walk on up.
Okay. So as you're talking, or as you walk up, she's on the phone talking some unimportant conversation, And she notices you walking up and says, hang on, I'll get back to you in a second. Yeah, can I help you?
I am going to say, your friends over there are calling after you. Do you know them? That person over there.
And
And I
she
want to
does
point.
that thing where she cranes her neck, giving you just a glimpse of her neck, just a beautiful glimpse of her neck. And are you going to go for it, or?
Well, I'm gonna kind of like walk kind of past her and then yank her back into the alley, deeper into the alley, and then I'm gonna feed on her.
Okay. How many are you taking?
Just two.
Just two? Okay. So you feed on her. The beast is somewhat sated. And when you leave her, she is edge of consciousness. But of course, that's kind of standard fare for when you feed on someone. They're sort of ecstatic and they feel great. So she probably will just remember this as a chance encounter. Who knows? But with your hunger sated, we're going to turn our attention to Derek, because Derek, you get a phone call.
Flips open his phone. Yeah.
And it is your friend, your contact, as it were. Would you like to give him a name, or should I?
So I did actually give him names on Roll20. So the contact is Jared Karakalski. Russian name. I can't pronounce it very well.
Oh, but this means I can use the Russian voice. This is very fortuitous.
See, that works.
All right, so you hear the Russian tone of your friend, and he says, Derek, do you have a moment to talk?
Yeah, I've always got time for you, Jared. What you need?
Well, it's interesting. I was looking at suppliers, and I found that no person is trying to weasel in.
And how does this affect me?
Well, it's something I thought you might know about. I forget. Can your phone get picture?
Yeah. Not good ones, though.
I will send you a picture. And he does hang up the call, and you get a picture. And the picture is of a woman that you have never seen before. But if I show this to everyone, hopefully that comes up on screen. You see a woman with very shaggy hair, dark eyeliner, very luscious red lips, very tall individual.
Okay. He's gonna look at it, then flip the phone closed before anyone else can see it and stick it in his pocket.
Okay. Fair enough. It is at this point that, Cameron, you are just coming back, but Euless, I'm assuming you wanted to maybe not do the ritual in the open?
Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping to, like, go to the bathroom somewhere.
Okay. And if I read the situation, you are doing the Illuminate the Trail of Prey?
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's see. If the ritual roll is a win, the ribbon catches fire. Blah, 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 blah. All right, so yeah, we need to see a ritual roll here.
All right.
And it is a difficulty of 2. So, yes, you get 4 successes. Very nice. So what that means is, as you take a little bit of the white ribbon, dip it into your blood, the ribbon then catches alight, even though it is soaked in blood, and this illuminated trail comes into your vision. It's very subtle. It's only visible to you, but you see a trail leading out of the bathroom and out into the greater bit of Miami.
Okay, yeah, I clean up after myself, and I go back to the rest of the party. Like, okay, it's all set. I can see his trail. We need to get moving. We only have tonight, and then off to do it again.
Actually, because it's a critical win, you get 2 nights.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there you are. Oh, you have the you do.
Yeah, I can see the path leading to him.
All right. Now, is my suggestion that we instead speak to this other individual that was also in the photograph. Um,
Photograph?
yes, like what Miss Farrow had shown us before you went with her to the bathroom.
Oh, right.
The other individual there is in a place that we can meet with them and ask them a few questions regarding the photo, among other things.
Wouldn't it be better to follow this trail while we can? It's a more direct path.
From what I understand, Euless, you could do this any night.
Yeah, but if we want to get to him, because the prince is about to call a blood hunt. If we want to get to him first.
I would like to be as prepared as we can.
You know,
Derek, what do you think? Oh, sorry.
This ain't my circus. You guys ain't my monkeys. I don't care what we do. I'm just here to help out a little bit.
why don't you go talk to your friend? How long do you expect that to take?
Who talked to whose friend?
Oh, I was talking to Phil,
What do you mean, my friend?
the person in the photo.
Oh, you want me to leave you alone again?
No, I meant you can go talk to him. I'll get prepared too, and then we'll meet up again and we'll track the Primogen down.
All right.
I'll go with you.
Go with which of us?
With Rolnick.
Okay. Well, I've got to go see a werewolf about a gun. I'll see you later.
Euless, before you go, I'm going to take out the urn. I found this, or I bought this in the hedge. Can you kind of do some research on it to tell me what it is? When you have the chance. When you have the chance.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I can do that. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Let's wait. You're not serious, are you?
Serious about what?
You know about what? About seeing.
She seems nice.
All right. Well, it was nice knowing you.
And I'm a blood wizard. I feel like I can handle myself.
More college kids walk by. What the hell is she talking about?
Yeah, I just shrugged. Nice knowing you.
Don't worry, guys. It's a Harry Potter thing.
Yeah.
Fucking, she's a Slytherin. I know it.
Quidditch. We're talking about
Mr.
Quidditch.
Malone, Mr. Locke, if you would please join with me.
I'll see you later, and I'll. We're actually really close to my home, so I'll just
think
walk
we will.
over there.
Derek, do you want to go with us, or do you want to head up with Euless?
So do I go with two people who seem alright, or do I go see a werewolf? I don't know. Easy answer. I'm not going to see the werewolf.
All right. Well, I guess we're splitting the party. Yay. So this is where we're going to take a 10-minute break. So we will be back in 10 minutes, everyone. See you in a bit.
See ya.
missed the intro. Okay, so real quick stream. What's going to happen is I have to step away. I've got a real life friend who apparently is drunk as a skunk, so I have to go rescue him. What we're going to do is we're going to meet next Monday, this coming Monday, and then that same Thursday. So we'll have a double session week going on. My apologies for this, but again, drunk friend, got to go rescue him. So this is where I'm going to end the stream. I'll do some splitting in the VOD, so you might not even see this. But Twitch, YouTube, thank you so much. Sorry for the late notice. See you later, stream.